place we like to call the dungeon every now and then. And no, there's nobody chained to the wall down here. Well, at least that I know of. For today, we're just going to call it the basement because well, that's what it is. Anyway, we took a little road trip here this past week. Didn't get to film a lot. Still kind of shy about that, but we did find some interesting stuff. Number one, got a new shirt at my favorite record store, Wurd Herald's, Burlington, Iowa. Check it out if you ever get in town. Great place, and man, like 60,000 records or something in that place. It's packed with them. A whole upstairs of a big old building in downtown Burlington. Pretty cool. Got a new Jerry Jeff album too. Been spinning that. It's got some Guy Clark stuff on it, Old Time Feeling, and LA Freeway, and Jerry Jeff when he was Jerry Jeff back in the day. Honestly, some of his better stuff. So anyway, with the record album review out of the way, the name drop into the town we were in, and well, Wurd Herald's. Oh, and we ate at a really good place too. Place used to be called the Sombrero. It's called the Som now. I'm gonna put some pictures at the end of the video. I had some awesome burrito tacos in there. I don't know what they did, but wow, if anybody from the Som restaurants paying attention to this, which I doubt, well, I gotta hand it to you guys. You make a killer taco. And my wife had a crab rangoon burger too. A friend of ours had, well, more sides than she can eat of fried stuff, and I mean like a bowl. So my tip of my haberdashery to the Som in Burlington, Iowa. Now on with the show. On the way from the Som to, well, mine and my wife's favorite coffee shop, we did a little stroll and some window shopping, about a half a block's worth. That's about all I can walk and take at one time. But we picked up some pipes. Yes, sir, we picked up some pipes. This one here is a billiard style pipe. It's got some really cool engraving on it. Hopefully you saw the pictures at the beginning of the video, but I figured since this is a pipe show today, we had to show the new pipes and maybe show that I'm not the whole total greenhorn that I act like sometimes. Well, yeah, I am. But we're going to load one of these babies and smoke it. This one here, and I can't find a lot of info on it, but it's stamped Niagara Falls on one side. And when you go in and look, there's a lot of pipes. They made a lot of pipes back in the day for their souvenir shop. One of them that seems to be the most popular, looks like a Dutch wooden shoe, honestly. Post a picture right here. Yeah. And it's pretty cool looking, but wow, if you just punch in anything souvenir for Niagara Falls, holy cow, you're going to get your mind blown because there's a lot. And a lot of pipes, it seems like, as well. Also, the other pipe we got, a little bent bow, and I believe they call this a bent bow apple. Once again, I'm throwing the Greenhorn card out there because there seems to be several names for it. Now, this is my find of the day as far as I'm concerned. It's an Aldo Milani, and the research I did on it was basically they're made in Livorno, Italy. The company was started in 1925 by Cesare Bonatani. I believe I pronounced that right. Remember, I'm also going to throw the wood butcher card on some of these words like Livorno, Italy. And there's another one too I'd like to share with you. It's called Choquankan, something like that. It means Flint Hills, and it was what the Indians called the area around, well, Burlington, Iowa back in the day. So enough with the wood butchering. Let's get on to loading the pipe. And like I said, this is a Volani, and I've already smoked some through this, so I'm going to let this one sit. Really anxious to smoke the Niagara Falls one, and plus it smells like it might have been like a piece of one of the barrels that went over the falls at one time that they chopped up, whittled into a. No, I'm kidding. Now, did they ever find the barrels that anybody went over with? I don't know. I've never been to Niagara Falls, but anyhow, Gonna smoke. We're gonna load this with some. Well, I just got this because I watched Dr. Alan Harrelson on the Pipe Cottage, and the other day he was smoking some. Well, it's called Cowboy Coffee, and it was from Country Squire Tobacco Shop in Jackson, Mississippi. So he said it was good, and hey, I'm a greenhorn, so I trust him. Anyway, on with the loading of the pipe here. From what I heard, you're supposed to take, well, a pinch. I don't know if that's proper enough. That's how we're going to do it right now. And you're supposed to put it in the bowl, like so. Now, some people use really fancy little, pipe tampers, I guess you call it. It's got a little spade thing on the end. You can clean the pipe out if you need to. Well, yeah, I just use my finger. So, and apparently you're supposed to push it down until, it's just quite not, you don't want it too tight. You don't want it too tight. This is where it gets tricky though, because the second one, however, the next pinch, you're supposed to take 3. Just in case anybody's counting out there. The next pinch, well, it goes something like this. Yeah, and you're supposed to get this just a hair firmer than the first one. I don't know how you tell that. I'm guessing because I'm a greenhorn. And here we go here. Third and final pinch, and you're supposed to be able to leave a little room at the top. I don't know if we've quite accomplished that. We'll take a little bit out like that. Yeah. Now, I will say this. Upon, my new venture into the pipe smoking, the obtaining of some of these cool pipes, which honestly, I could just look at them. I really don't need to smoke them. Some of the craftsmanship is just awesome. That pipe there, the Italian one, I hope the pictures at the beginning do it justice because it's just beautifully done, beautifully done. I wish I could find an age on that. It's a classic of Brute 210. If anybody knows anything about that, maybe let me know a year on it if you could. I'm pretty interested. And once again, greenhorn. Anyway, after the pipe's loaded, which it's loaded, the Niagara Falls pipe is loaded. And did I mention, I've mentioned every now and then that I'm cheap. Well, $8 a piece. Yeah. You can't buy a new crappy pipe for any less than 20. I mean, unless you get like a cheap corn cob or something, but you don't get something like this or the Italian one from Livorno, Italy, without paying the price. So yeah, cool. Anyway, enough of that jabbering. Let's light this sucker. And I know some people have one of them pipe lighters that turns sideways. Some people use a match. And another pro tip I learned about using a match, why I don't use it, because it's just complicated. First, when you light the match, you got to wait just a little bit before you light the pipe. And I'm an impatient guy because if you don't, apparently you'll get a hint of sulfur in your tobacco and your smoke. So we don't want that. I'm just using the $1.25. Well, a red one now. The black one ran out. If anybody's been following along. $1.25 Dollar General or Dollar Tree story lighter. Sorry. And apparently a lot of people like them because they seem to not have many on the shelf all the time. So I try to buy as many as I can. But they do last a while, I will say that. So without any further ado, let's get this Greenhorn show on the road. Let's light this pipe and try to be proper about it. Now, as you notice, I'm going to lean back, maybe cock my hat a little bit here. The important thing I think about pipe smoking, one of the reasons I took it up is because it's supposed to be relaxing. I don't smoke every day. A lot of times I just smoke when I'm filming a video. I like the whole idea of the pipe. I like the aesthetic of it as far as it is relaxing. Nice to be, sitting by a fire with one or just having some good conversations and it may, maybe a short glass of whiskey with a friend. And, that's what it's all about. It's really not made for, a quick break in the afternoon, like you'd smoke a cigarette or something like that. This is made to be enjoyed, and I do enjoy it. Um, and with that being said, in this day and age, everybody needs to slow down a little bit. I mean, we're so advanced; we got so much going on in the technology, and obviously technology. Because who would have thought back in my day when I was a kid that I'd be filming myself and putting myself on the World Wide Web for everyone to see. I mean, that was just unheard of. We had three TV stations, and well, unless you counted your public broadcasting network. So things have gone a long way in a short period of time. So smoking the pipe should help people relax. And I'm not telling everybody it's a great habit, a good habit, or it's for you, but I like it, and I'm learning a little bit every day. And also, since I've started filming this, just because of this pipe, I've learned a lot. I've uncovered some stuff. It's just been a pretty cool trip so far. And speaking of trip, let's light this up again. After the first time, you're supposed to let it burn out. I think they call that the char. Then you pack it just a little bit. We're going to use the pipe because we got rid of that other thing. And basically, I can see it on the floor over there, but I'm too lazy to pick it up. And well, I don't want to look too, cool or classic at this. I like to kind of live a little bit on the edge, if you know what I mean. So, with that being said, I think I'm going to throw my new Jerry Jeff Walker album on the turntable. I'm going to finish this well. Relaxing and delicious cowboy coffee from Country Squire. And I'm going to bid you an hasta luego. And I'm going to catch you in the next one. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.